Monday, Monday. And with that singing and having gotten rid of the last of the viewers for today's episode, I welcome you to Sevilla versus Deportivo. It is a bottom of the league scrap between 17th and 19th. And I have no faith whatsoever that we're going to get a result today. Things have gone very, very pear-shaped for the blue and whites, and I could see us getting fired if results don't pick up soon. That being said, let's have a look at the game plan for today. And, well, immediately it looks as though not having a decent goalkeeper is going to backfire for us badly, with Danny Jimenez in really terrible form. We're going to have to risk it with Mikel Pereira, and Shibazaki not looking too hot either, meaning that Shelvey can come into the team. That's not such an issue. The big issue is the left side of attack, where we don't really have a in-form replacement. So we're going to stick with Momo on that side of the pitch. I will be bringing Rene off for Le Goff, though. We do need to play it a little bit more intelligently where it comes to the fitness of players. And actually, Galoppo's not looking great either, so Willian Arau comes in for him. All of those players more than good enough to do the job for us in today's match. So really it comes down to, am I able to get a result? Because it's not the players that are going to be at fault. Not unless the goalkeeper concedes a hat-trick of 35-yard screamers from outside the box. That would, of course, be typical of what's happening for us at the moment. But yeah, we're just struggling a little bit. A change in formation is probably round the corner. The AI has really caught on to what we're doing. Last season we did so well, and this season it's just gone. It's tanked seriously. The size of the squad is really difficult to improve because of the wage issues at the club. We've got no investment from the owners. We're having to literally just spend what we can earn. It's a debut for the keeper, as you can see him warming up there. We're really struggling. A club that is in Europe should not be struggling for money as much as we are, but here we are. There is going to be the lineup for Sevilla. A decent side with the likes of Navas and De Jong. Shouldn't be at the bottom of the league, but here we are. And of course the Deportivo starting 11. Bonaventura on a yellow card. He could end up missing the next league match. We can't afford to lose anybody at this stage of the season, despite the changes we've made. Midfield is an issue for us. I really hope we've got enough money that we can strengthen come the midway point of the season. That's assuming we're even still here come the halfway point of the season. It could be game over for us sooner rather than later, as immediately we give away a foul, which, because they've still got the ball, is Isaac on the left-hand side. Header, goalkeeper makes a good save. The left-back had to do a lot better there. I'm going to have to concentrate a bit more rather than flapping my gums, I think. Man-to-man marking for the corner. Ball played in by Navas. Hummels underneath it. Of course, defending is... Ooh, well done, Le Goff. Defending is going to be a little bit more tricky for us, given the fact that we have a brand new centre-back in Mats Hummels, who is settling in. Once he and the rest of the back line have a little bit more familiarity with each other, we should see things improve. Momo into Bonaventura. Berg dinked into Malejo. Poor pass, really. Shelvey. Bonaventura. Momo. Shelvey. Oh, he's gone and done it. Shelvey with the opening goal. The young Englishman really justifying his selection in the starting 11 today. It all started from this run from deep, and it was a 1-2 ball. Poor defending by Sevilla. Shelvey doesn't care. He's put one in the back of the net, and long may that continue. The attacking midfielder finally getting a goal under his name. a hint of luck about it. But we don't care, do we? We just want the 3 points so badly at this time, at this stage of the season. The only good thing that we can really take away from the fact that we're doing as badly as we are at the moment is that it's so early in the season. As Le Goff mops up, gets it to Javi Montero, going to play it across the back. It's so early in the season, as I was saying, that it's not going to take too many good results for us to romp up the league. As Victor Malejo gets in behind the defence here, cuts across to Momo, and he just can't do anything with it. Maybe Malejo should have been greedy. Maybe he should have gone for the shot. Long ball forward. Arbia underneath it. Here's Shelvey. Of course, one of the other options that we have is to play Pulido ahead of Hummels. Well, that would be a strange decision. In theory, it would probably benefit the defence in terms of their familiarity with each other. It's Arbia. Shelvey in the middle of the park now. Plays it across to Bonaventura. He's got Momo and Le Goff with him. Back to Bonaventura. Inside to Shelvey. Malejo. Oh, Berg very nearly played in there. Does very well to make make it difficult. And Momo's still got the ball here. Plays it through to Berg. Surely second goal. Yes, it is. The crowd falls silent here in Sevilla. And this is a much improved performance. Momo just hanging on, and eventually the defender came forward and committed, and he nutmegged him to send the ball through to Berg. And it was a simple finish with the outside of the right boot. He loves making it difficult for himself. Very one-footed, Marcus Berg. But he's so good with that right foot that it doesn't seem to matter. And it's 2-0 here, 26 minutes into the game. And Bonaventura does so well to tackle and win the ball. He's not a defensively minded player in the slightest, but he does so well in those defensive situations. Here's Malejo into the middle, Berg underneath it. Momo tried to play it back across to Berg, couldn't quite make it happen. Here's Le Goff. Into Bonaventura. Shelvey, the 1-2 to great effect. Here's Bonaventura! 3-0! Well, 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 well. We shall have to check the difficulty after the match, because after the start we've had this season, I very much don't believe that anyone will believe that we are playing on Superstar here. But that's a lovely through ball into Bonaventura. Again, the 1-2 working to their advantage. And he just puts his foot through the back of it. Beats the goalkeeper with power more than anything. Lovely finish from the Italian. And another reason why it's so important that he stay away from the referee's notebook in this game. Just look at what he's done for us defensively as well as attacking wise, as Hummels goes to win the ball and does so very well. He's starting to finally feel it. Here's Shelvey, plays it up to Malejo. He's just taken the ball off of him too easily there. Heavy first touch, and he put the ball too far ahead of him. Hummels comes out wide. Marin. Berg tried to play it through to Momo, and he's just about managed it as well. That should be a free kick to Depor if they want it, but Arbia is on a run here. Can he keep it in? Yes, just about. Out to Shelvey. He hits it, and I tell you what, it was on target. Shelvey works hard to get into a defensive position. He's done very well for himself there. And Arbia is going to pick this up, no trouble at all. Play it into the middle for Javi Montero. And Depor can start again. That's a poor, oh, I thought it was a poor pass. It's actually turned into quite a decent pass. Here's Berg. And he wins a corner. He had no right to win that corner. I thought he'd overrun the ball there, to be honest. You can see here, he just takes one too many seconds to take the shot. He's knocked off balance, actually. And there's a yellow card for an earlier tackle in the move. Koundé on Momo by the looks of it. Yep, there it is. Very late tackle. He was out of control. And that could have resulted in an injury. It was quite a poor challenge. As Arbia looks to swing one in on his right foot. Here it comes. Berg at the near post. Gets a little bit of a touch on it, but nowhere near enough. And the half-time whistle goes. It's been a fantastic 45 minutes for Deportivo La Coruna here at Sevilla. The first goal by Shelvey just after the 10-minute mark, and then from Berg and Bonaventura to put them in a commanding lead. Look at those stats. It's like watching the Depor of last season. It really is. And let's see if the second half can replicate that kind of interest and attacking intent. Lovely from Bonaventura. You can see the confidence just oozing out of him. Arbia drills it. Momo was looking for the ball at the back post, but the goalkeeper, Buno, I think is his name, just cuts it out far too easily. But he was putting it into the mixer, into the danger zone. There's an offside flag there for the attacker. Le Goff stepping up. And it was the right decision to make in the end as Morata comes on for De Jong. This is going to be a test for the Deportivo defence. This will no doubt be a regen version of Morata, but no doubt about it, he will be a handful nonetheless. Going to look for Le Goff to put this one down the line and see if Momo can get onto it. He can. Bong over the top for Bonaventura. He won't get to it ahead of Koundé. But that doesn't matter because the defender can only put it out for a throw-in to Super Depor. Bonaventura on the ball now, looking to put a cross into the box. That's a near post. Goalkeeper had to make a save because it looked like it was drifting goalwards. Arbia with an outswinger this time. Malejo couldn't get to it, and here's Morata. Just lays it off. Kalinski. Koundé. Here's Navas now on the right-hand side. Plays it down the line. Le Goff looking to get onto it. He does just enough. Hummels into midfield for Shelvey. Plays it outside for Arbia. Not the best, but Hummels is alert and manages to pick up. Oh no, that's a terrible ball. Morata's in here. William Arau can't do anything about it. And somehow Morata puts it wide of the goal. They've had their warning here, and yet again it's the youngster Mats Hummels who has played his team into trouble. The manager is confident of that player's ability though. He's not going to bench him anytime soon, I don't think. He understands that young defenders do have mistakes in them, and it's only by giving them game time that you get the end result out of them. Could be worse. He could be a 36-year-old Thiago Silva making mistakes all over the place. What a game that was, by the way, at the weekend. Chelsea and West Brom. One thing that you'll be able to say about Chelsea this season is they are going to be entertaining to watch. Here's Morata, and Hummels gets a foot on it, takes a deflection, and all of the pace and sting taken out of the shot. Here's Javi Montero. Tried to play it around the defender. Le Goff into Momo, who's well clear of the defender here. Into the middle for Berg. Oh, that's a brilliant save. Absolutely fantastic save there. Need the defender to go into him. Oh no, that's the first goal back for Sevilla, and they've deserved it. Poor defending from Deportivo, really. I was relying too much on the AI defender holding down the square button. And the desperation slide from Javi Montero was not enough. And they've got a goal back. And we shall see now if that, as ever, Banega comes onto the pitch. Sevilla bringing the big guns out here. We'll see if we can maintain our winning position at least. I would like to score another goal if I'm honest. Ball down the line. Doesn't find its target, but does end up giving us a throw-in on the left-hand side. And Marin comes off for Brian Gill, the last of the changes for Sevilla. All of their tactical surprises now have been used up. Oof, nearly. Almost underneath it. Safe header back to Javi Montero. Loose one from Shelvey. Here's Brian Gill. Good hustle from Willian Arau. Doesn't win the ball, but he does enough to put the player off. Gave us the opportunity to potentially win it back. Navas. The Goff can't get to it. Morata. Just need to play it safely out from the back. Here's Bonaventura. Oh, that's a bad challenge. That could be a card. And it is. It's a yellow. Isaac is skating on thin ice now. Bonaventura saw the challenge coming, just moved the ball out of the way. Clever play from the Italian. He's had a very good game today, Bonaventura. Hummels to Montero, back to Hummels. Risky. Referee sees it Deportivo's way, but they have to be much better than that. It may actually have been a better idea for Hummels to play it back to the goalkeeper. See if anyone's starting to feel it. Yeah, Le Goff, both fullbacks actually, really starting to feel the burn. So we'll give both of them a break. And it looks like Momo needs to come off as well. Going to play Longo in a central position and move Berg out to the left, although we'll bring him slightly further in, give him the centre forward designation, so it's a position he's more used to. And Rene has the white gloves on. The magician has returned. You love to see it. So Hummels with a simple ball into Rene. Oh my word. Well, it's good to see that some things never change, and one of the things that never changes is Rene is absolutely shocking with a ball at his feet and trying to pass to a teammate. It looked like a risky pass, but they knew what they were doing. Lovely ball out to Rene now. Does he have an out ball? He finds Berg and he's on the run. Berg does a good job of getting the ball back. Good efficient passing play by Deportivo at this point. Ball nipped into the box. Berg, oh, I tell you what, he very nearly had a second there. I think I've hit the shoot button when I shouldn't have, and he slid into the player, and a forward's challenge is given nothing but a stern talking to. We'll see it here. It's a lovely header. Yeah, he slid in when I tried to use the shoot command for another player. I thought I might be close enough that it might read it as an offensive button press rather than a defensive one. But there we are, the final whistle is blown, and Deportivo have finally played a game that has shown them with the ability that they truly have. It's been a frustrating few games, but I think now possibly we're back towards something resembling normalcy. 3 goals to 1 final score. You have to say they're good value for the win. As we skip the highlights and go straight to the stats page, which shows a 62% possession target and 6 shots, all of which were on target, to Sevilla's 4. Sevilla were better in the second half, there's no doubt about it. They conceded more possession, but they were better in attack. Number of passes and successful passes, they were probably more efficient with the ball, looking at the 2 figures there. We had 141 passes attempted, with 119 finding their spot. Decent number of crosses, decent number of interceptions. Sevilla much better at the intercepting game than we were today, and much harder in the tackle as well. Goalkeepers doing reasonably well. Well, ours certainly doing very well indeed, given the fact that nobody fancied him before this game. He's really pulled an Emi Martinez today. And he gets a 6 for his troubles, which might as well be a 10 out of 10 rating in any other standard. Jonjo Shelvey getting the man of the match. I'm surprised at that. I thought Bonaventura was probably slightly better value. Good defensively, brilliant in the final third. He played very well and he didn't get booked. He trod that line very well indeed. But Jonjo Shelvey, the young Englishman, gets the man of the match performance. He was one of 4 Deportivo players on a 7.5, along with Victor Malejo. No, sorry, not Victor Malejo. He actually had a reasonably quiet game by his standards. It was Momo and Marcus Berg who both also garnered a 7.5 rating. Isaac, the goal scorer for Sevilla, the highest scoring player on the opposing team, with a 7. Done pretty well for himself there. So let's see what that does to the league table after match day 6 is complete. We can see here that Real Madrid have got themselves a 4-1 win at Getafe. Barcelona with a 1-0 win at Huesca, and Valencia surprisingly beating Atletico Madrid 3-0 at the Estadio Calderón. I believe it's the Calderón. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I think it's the Calderón. It used to be anyway. They have moved stadiums, so I just assumed that they kept the old name. So that win has put us up to 15th. Not the biggest of jumps in the world, but you can see that if results go our way next match day, we could find ourselves as high as 6th, which is European Cup competition qualifying level. I very much doubt that all of the clubs between us and 6th place are going to lose their next match, and it's an ask for us to win our next match as well. But we're on the right track. 3 points between us and European qualification is not bad going for a team that have already lost more games than they have either won or drawn. So 7 points from 6 games. We need to improve on that. Already we are double the number of points behind Atletico Madrid. That's disappointing to see, and it could have been worse. Atletico Madrid losing their game today, they could have won 6 out of 6. They were running away with it. Barcelona and Real Madrid will be very happy to see that they didn't get the result today. It's kept things reasonably tight at the top. So that's going to do us for another episode of the project. When we come back tomorrow, it's going to be for another European tie. We have Eibar in the Copa del Rey between those games, but we're going to play that off camera and we'll let you know how that goes. It's not really going to matter as a cup competition because they're going to ask us to rotate the team anyway. So you can see there the backroom staff are telling us, oh, you should play other players. And I'm going to be sitting there saying, we've only got 2 players over the minimum squad number. What are you talking about? So anyway, a good result today. Very, very happy that you could be here with me to share in the decent performance that the team put in today. Hopefully, as I said, we'll have a little bit of funds available to us by December, January time that we can bring a couple of faces into the club. We really need some players to improve the first team squad, but also to give us some options where it comes to players being in and out of form. Injury, of course, can be a problem for us as well. We do have a decent small squad, but we do need maybe 1 or 2 extra players just to give us some versatility in all positions. So until then, tomorrow that is, when we will be taking on PSV at the Riazor. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.